What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Thai Lives podcast. This is the first time ever going live streaming for platform Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Just want to say thank you very much for joining. Uh, Truly appreciate you guys, your support. I truly appreciate everything you guys do for the channel. I appreciate everything. And today, my appreciation, I want to share with you. My appreciations I want to share with you is how to grow and build your brand product. Okay, how to build your product brand. Because as you all know, let me tell you, where I started, okay, where I started was I start out as a nail tech. And of course, when you guys become a nail tech, you have your own salon, you do social media, there's a lot of things you would do. And then you see other people have their own brand. And you wanted to sell it, hey, what if I have my own brand? And when you think about having your own brand, the first thing you think about is what? The product. That's it. That's all you think, like, what product? So you would sit here and just think about what product you're gonna make, which is good. Because you want to have what product. But let me take a pause. And really show you the little detail that I went through as a nail technician owning a brand. Because at the end of the day, we all love to own a brand, don't we? I mean, let me know in the comment if you want to have your own brand. Let me know in the comment if you want to have your own product line. Let me know while I'm responding to Instagram chat. Thank you very much for joining the live. This is the first time we are streaming on 4 platforms at once. If you guys are following on YouTube, not YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, we all out here, y'all. We all out here. So thank you very much. So let's really start. The backdrop story, okay? Because here's the thing. When you think about having your own brand, you always think about like the product. But when I first started out, yes, I knew what product I wanted to have, right? And because you go to the show, I highly recommend you guys go to the show. If you guys never been to a Cosmo Pro show, go explore, get to know, connect with people. But the main thing is the business side, okay? I'm gonna talk about the product later. Let's put the product aside. Let's talk about the business side. And what I'm talking about the business side is this right here. You have to think of a brand. You have to think about like, what is the name of your brand. So that's the exciting part. Before you even think about the product, like what you want your product, what brand is gonna be. Once you think of the brand, you gotta go down to the county. You're gonna go ahead and fill out the form, and they're gonna ask you what's the name of your business, how you're gonna operate, where you're gonna operate. And so you gotta start picking out an address, a mailing address, all of that. Now you're probably wanting to yourself, like, well, do you need a big building? Well, to be honest with you, I still operate my brand Beyond the Cream. You guys can look on top right there, at home. And there's no shame about operating a brand at home. Okay, thank you, Charlene, for the subscriber. There's no shame on creating your brand at home. You can help me get listeners to my music. Spencer, thank you very much. That's on Instagram. And we got, so when you guys have your business down, right? And you go down to the county and you sign up all that. Now you got yourself a business license. You can either go LLC or you can go corporate, whatever floats your boat. But now that you have yourself a business license, now you can think about the product. And then when we talk about the product, everyone think about like, well, who do I reach out? Who do I call for this product? And to me, I think that was the hardest part, is who do you network with? And this is where I find one advice for you is network. Go out there, like I mentioned earlier, go to the show, Go put yourself out there and get to see what people do. Because when you connect with people, people will share story and will tell you some stuff. And then you take it from there, right? But what you want to do is always do your research. Never just never just go out and get a brand. When you start picking a product, ask yourself, is this product a want or is this product a need? Because if you pick a want, that's kind of hard to sell because some people might not want it. But when you pick a need, then more high chance people will buy it. So that's how you pick the product, okay? Want versus need. I always go with the need. Sometimes you can have the want, but to start out, you want the need. And I think that's lesson number one is getting the need. Now, are you done? Once you pick the product, are you done? No. Because this is what I found out too. You got to make the label. Like you know how when you buy an item and it comes in a box like this? Yeah. You have to design this box yourself. Okay? Or you can hire someone to do it. But when you are starting out, you got to cut costs because you don't know if it's going to sell or not. And I think that is the biggest fear. So before I even talk about the fear of selling, let's talk about the product. So once you got the label down, once you got all the, you know what? We need a little clap. We need a little clap. It is too quiet up in the mix. We need a little clap, y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now shut it down. So once you pick the product, you got the label down, you know, those are the time where you got to start marketing. You got to market. And it takes so much, right? You got to market the product. But once you get the product in your hand, you know, you got to think about promotions. So how do you get to sell the product? Are you going to go to people's house and knock door to door and say, hey, I have this product. I'm going to sell it to you? No. So what I'm going to teach you next is you can sell it on Shopify, which to me, everybody should have Shopify if they're gonna do online selling. Everyone should have that, unless you find another platform. But Shopify is technically your own front store website where you can display your product, sell, OPS system, all of that in one area for you. You can also sell on TikTok Shop, which is great. Has a lot of restriction, but that's outlet. You need outlet. You can sell on Amazon. So those are the platforms that you want to focus on selling. Heck, you can also sell on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They all have a marketplace. So those are where you want to focus on selling your product. Now, so far, I know I'm moving fast and I'm just talking like bullet points. Technically, so you got your business license, you got your name going, you got the product you want, you got the packaging. Now you got you while you're waiting for your packaging, you start your online business front store, and then I'm sure for a fact that if you are starting your own brand, hopefully you have a social media by that time, and hopefully you have a strong fan base that will support you, because a lot of times you can have money and invest in the product, but if you don't have a way to market, it's really hard. It's really hard to really push the product. That's why you see a lot of brand giving out free products. You see a lot of brand picking out high followers influencers to use the product so that it comes back with a sale. Okay, so if you're starting out wanting to have your product line brand, you want to have a social media platform to begin with. So let's say you are planning on having a product brand in the next 5 years. If I were you today, I would go ahead and sign up for all the social media platform and get that going. Because the more people know who you are now, it's easier to push out your product in the future. Now, if you already have a platform, then you're in luck, because now, vice versa, you can promote your own product. You can connect with your friends on social media and promote your product. So it's a lot easier, right? But I find a lot of times that we fall in line where we face problem is that, yes, we got the followers, we got the product line, we got a front store, we got our shipping. Like, you got to pick a good shipping um, company to do your shipping, right? You got all that down. But I see a lot of people struggle in what I call is failing to pay their tax. And that's where your brand is all your hard work is gonna get savage. Okay? So once you start your brand, your product, everything, look for a good CPA. Be organized. Download some good apps. And the apps that I use to maintain all my ins and out of my sales, my partner use QuickBook, but myself, I use Wave. So those are the two software that I actually use to see what goes in and out. I highly recommend you guys go to the bank, get a business account, get a business credit card so that you don't mix and match your personal credit card and your business credit card and your personal bank account and your business bank account all together. Because when it comes down to the end of the year, it's going to be such a headache to dig out which transaction is which. And that is a sum of what having a product brand is all about. Okay, that's just a glimpse of, your the basic of getting your brand, right? Because you got who you getting the product with and all that. I think the next level where I am facing is really how to keep it going. Because to me, when you start out having a brand, the biggest thing that you fear is you fail. You're afraid that you're gonna fail. You're afraid that you're not gonna make it, and it's embarrassing. Is something that, like, what I'm starting a brand, it didn't work out. Don't be afraid. No one is gonna laugh at you if you fail. If anything, they're gonna laugh at you if you never try or you never start. And I'm just keeping 100 with you, okay? Like, I don't sugarcoat this stuff. I'm just sharing with you my experience, and I know starting a product line is probably, you probably think like, oh my God, that's like the next level shit. No, it's not. No, it's not a next level shit. You don't even have to have anything to start a brand. You can even have $1,000 right now and you still have a brand. So it's not hard. But what makes it hard is, the fear of failing is hard. But to be honest with you, the fear of failing is not hard. The fear of keeping it going is hard, because when you got a brand going, is your reputation, your status, how you manage your life. People are watching you. People who use your brand are watching you. And they see everything that you do. And that's why you want to be the brand. So that's just a quick sum up. And I'm very excited about this live, and let me tell you why. Before we move on to another topic I want to share with you about product brand. This is my first time doing live streaming on multiple platforms at once. So if you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my new account on Twitch, the Thai Life, I am live streaming across the platform left to right. So that's this exciting new, and I'm gonna teach you this, because this is not easy, bro. What I have right now, it is not easy at all. It is so difficult to get this whole system going. But I did it because I want to be the first one to do it for you, so that I can help you, nail tech, beauty industry, any type of industry who wants to do live streaming on multiple platforms. Hit me up in the link, yo. But beyond the cream, look, You you see that border right here? Come on, get that. Click on it. Go on Beyond the Cream. You see, when I talk about brand, you got to continue to promote. If you don't promote your brand, no one's gonna promote your brand. So now, back to I get excited and I get off track when it comes to this live stream because it's technology, y'all. It's technology that I enjoy doing. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. Really, I'm excited. Regardless, you guys enjoy or not, these are some good information that I'm sharing because I don't gatekeep anything. Okay, last lesson that I want to share with you guys because I know when it comes to building a product line, you focus on the product a lot. You always focus on like for example my foot file. When I first got this foot file right here, man, I focused like how good it scrubs your feet, how well it removes calluses, how well it keeps your feet nice and smooth, how well it cleans fast, durable. That's the focus. But which is okay. You should focus on your product. You should love what you produce. Because if you don't love what you produce, then why would you use it? Why would you recommend? And I love what I produce. By the way, we sold over 30,000 quantity of this foot file in 1 year. Just saying. You know, whatever I'm telling you right now, I'm speaking from my experience. Not something I pull out from my hat and not something I pull out from ChatGPT because I know that's everybody's content nowadays, ChatGPT content. I don't do that bullshit. You know what I mean? We keep it 100 in here. Okay? But one thing I've learned about building a brand, you know what? It's kind of quiet. Let's get some music up in here. It's just too quiet, y'all. We just need to jam it up a little bit before we share with you the final take. What is the final take? Let's cut it down real quick. This man taught me one thing because at one moment in my building the brand Beyond the Cream, I talk highly of my product because to me, that's what was selling. That's what was selling. It's the product. But he looked at me, he silently listened to what I had to say, and he say, "Min, I'm gonna give you a $6 million advice." And I'm listening. At this moment right here, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, shit. 6M, 6M, 6M. Come on now. I'm listening, y'all. So as I'm listening, and he say, I know you love your product. I know you put a lot of work into it. But my brother, don't sell your product, but sell your brand. That's what he say. When you sell your product, it will feed you at least a couple years. But when you sell your brand, it will feed you for generations. Ever since I heard that, y'all, it's stuck in my head, man. So I hope y'all take this same advice and put it in your head. So what I'm trying to say is don't be afraid about the product because when you sell a product, someone's going to copy it. Someone's going to duplicate it. Someone's going to make it better. But there's one thing that they cannot duplicate is your brand. It's what you have built from ground up. It's all your sweat. It's all your energy. It's your brand. So ever since then, bro, I stopped talking about my product. I mean, I still talk about my product, but I focus on my brand. I focus on what I want to grow for the next generation that people cannot copy. You feel me? I'm speaking facts, y'all. They don't teach you this stuff in school. I had to learn the hard way. It's experiencing it. You see what I'm saying? But overall, y'all, anyone can do it. But I'm going to give you an update. As of right now, I'm very blessed that my brand is profiting. My overhead is low, and I still operate everything from home by choice because it's comfortable, it's manageable, and I just want to say all of us can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And it will take some time. It will take some time to build your own product line, your brand. It will take some time. But you know, that's one thing about me. I never give myself a time limit. I don't. I go as I can. I run when I can. But at the end of the day, guys, just starting something like this is exciting already. And I know you out there listening, you guys can do it. You know, I believe in you. I believe in you. So if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment. Leave it in the comment. Um, if you have any questions, how to grow, um, what is the product? Someone asked me what the product I came out with. So I'm going to share with you. So I'll be right back, okay? I'm going to put y'all on a pause real quick. And I'm going to be right back. Hold on. Let me add a little pause on this vertical scene real quick, you know. Let me do this real quick. Thank you for listening, guys. I know I can yap my mouth and talk and all that, you know. But y'all stay tuned. I'll be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. So, you know, I'm always learning as I'm doing this live stream, okay? And I hope you guys understand it's so new learning how to stream on multiple platform, and I'm trying to get used to this. So, you guys will see some flaw, some mistake as I'm doing this live, but it's okay. It's raw, you know what I mean? It's raw. Who cares? So anyways, someone asked me what brand or what product did I release? Okay, so you know, after doing nails for over 20 some years, I I like doing toes. You know, I like doing feet, and I see a lot of people struggle with feet, especially how dirty they are, how much callus they have. And from that experience, you know, I started growing my social media, and I went to the shows. I met a lot of awesome brands. And from there, you know, I just started looking at factories of what they produce. And the first thing that I spent a lot of research on, and I test out different type of files, I test out different type of product. I come down to this nanoglass. This foot file right here is nanoglass. It's been used on my foot. That's why you see it's kind of dusty. But this is nanoglass. It's very sharp and it works. So that was the first product that I released it. So if you guys are interested in getting your feet right, the link is right up here, okay? So now, after that, I say, look, if you're gonna file your feet, you can't just leave it blank like that, because what happens if the oxygen gets in, your feet's gonna get dry again. So I released it, my foot cream. And this foot cream is amazing. It is like the top selling product the beginning of this year till now. Um, is menthol and eucalyptus is so great. So this, and then we also have this in a combo. So you see how one product you can break into two, and then you can make into a combo. So that's the first release. And then, you know, my wife, she's a pharmacist. So we produce our own cuticle oil, in-house production of cuticle oil. We put like 5 different plant-based in this cuticle pen with vitamin E, which produces nail strength and good moisturization. This pen does not leak. This pen right here, couple drips, and then you can just plug it in on your cuticle, keeps your cuticle nice and moisturized, rejuvenating, and it also help with promoting nail strength. And the best part about it is that we have 4 different scents of this Cutie Rescue Cuticle Oil. So now, after that, I thought to myself, like, okay, what's next? I got the nails, I got the toes, and you know, I had to kind of like trying to do it slowly, because here's the thing about owning a brand. You don't want to be in a rush of like, oh, let's just produce everything at once. Let's just go hard because we got the money to do it. Um, I mean, why are you saturating your brand? You know what I mean? Why you look so desperate of like releasing product? Because we all know, and you know what I mean. But to pause, before I move on to the next part, all my solutions are made in a very, like, this is USA. Okay, this is made in the USA. This is in-house, so it's USA. Now, this body oil, because I do massage, like I do massage, and when I scrub people's feet, when I rub the legs, when I rub the arm, this is the oil that I use, and I kid you not, they love it. It's vanilla. The scent is great. It's not sticky at all. And this is also made in the USA. Like I say, my wife is a pharmacist. She is very, very particular about where the product is coming from. So we set very high standard for our brand. That's why we don't want to release too much, because we want you guys to enjoy the product long enough before we keep coming out with new stuff. Because you know, God, the economy is kind of rough right now. Don't you admit? You can't just be releasing all kind of stuff and expect people to buy. Come on now. Now I came out with the foot file, the foot cream, the cuticle oil, the body oil, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, I can still coming out with more stuff, but I want to finish the toes all the way up to the head. So man, it's intensive. Last year, I started doing my research about Korean skincare. Yes, you all know Korean skincare is like the best skincare product out there. And to me, again, what I mentioned, how picky my wife, and if you guys ever watch our family content, look at my wife's beautiful face. Her skin is solidly smooth, no Botox, no enhance anything, rarely any makeup, is because she used good skin product. And because of that, we decide to release our face mask. Okay, our face mask. Our face mask is so awesome, and let me tell you why. Talk is cheap. Let me take my hat off. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it back here, and I'm gonna show y'all. When you guys talk about face masks, and thank you for joining this live, y'all. This live is educational about, learning how to build a brand, and this is me showing you guys from scratch right here, okay? So thank you for tuning in. So if you guys are looking at our face mask, right, and you guys probably thinking like, it's just a face mask. No, it's not just any face mask, because that's what I say in the beginning. It's just a face mask. But look, there's paper face mask, which it doesn't hold the serum too much. And there's this thing called, like, what I think polygel, or hydrogel is hydrogel. But the thing about the hydrogel, it rips. Like, I look at the moment I take my face mask off, look at all the serum on here. Okay, this little tiny bag right here, it holds 0.88 ounce. That's a lot of serum in here. Okay, and look at and here's the thing about the face mask. And don't get me wrong, I have used face masks before. They ripped. They ripped so fast. And I have seen people use face masks. Oh my God. They look like Texas Chainsaw. They got all the strip falling apart and everything. That's why I say, you know what? I need the best face mask ever, ever. So look, I put this on. Oh my God. It feels so, especially, you know how hot it is right now? And when you put this face mask on, it just feels amazing. And when I say this thing is made out of the latest technology called biocellulose. So if you guys have a chance, look it up, or I can show you guys on my live what biocellulose is. Let me see how my face look here. Let's put this. Look, it doesn't rip, okay? I'm gonna put it together for you, and it's really awesome. And this is something I'm really excited about, because we get sunburn, man. And where I live is hot. And where you live is hot, boy, you need this. So you're gonna peel out the second layer of net, okay? But look, I'm just being very rough, because I know for a fact my face mask is so hard, because it's a mirror. It's a mirror effect. I'm not used to doing this mirror effect. Not that it's hard. Hold on. I gotta get. Ah. Hmm. There it is. Okay, look. So the second layer net is usually easier than this. Just I'm looking at the camera and I'm doing it at the same time. But look at this, y'all. No ripping whatsoever at all, right? No ripping whatsoever. Like you can literally run your hand through it. And the reason why I like the fact that it doesn't rip is because you don't feel like you just wasted a face mask, okay? And this is Biocello. It's supposed to be like made out of coconut milk, and it's so thick, and the reason why it's thick so that the serum can stay in your face for such a long time. And you only have to put this on 30 minutes, y'all. I mean, 20 minutes. My bad, 20 minutes. But you can leave it on 30 minutes. Now, here's the thing. When I put on this face mask, what is it not covering? Tell me. What is it that's not covering? It is not covering my lips, y'all. My lip is not covering because you know why? Because after doing some research about face masks, man, I just hate this mirror stuff. I it's so funny. It's like it's opposite, you know. Anyways, so I came out with the lip mask because who doesn't want their lips to be juicy? Okay, who doesn't want your lip to be juicy? Look, okay, this is. It's funny why someone asked me what's my product, and I end up putting my face mask on. Anyway, all of this you can get at the link right above me. Okay, I left the link, and there's a 15% promo code if you want it. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. But you know what? I'm going to take out the second layer because I would have a big problem like earlier. Let me see. There you go. Boom. Look at this. Now your lips is fully covered. And I was going to tell you the reason why when you wear a face mask and the lips not covered, because the solution on the face mask is stronger. Your lip is thinner and it has less solution on the lip mask. So now I got the face mask and the lip mask. So guess what I did for y'all? I came out with the duo. I call Kiss and Glow. So this duo right here, it comes with the face mask and the lip mask. Come on now, you cannot beat that. And it's also on sale right now. Get it? The link's right down up there. The link's up there. It's not right down below. It's up there now. So you guys should get it. And after you guys use your face mask, don't throw the serum away, y'all. Don't throw the serum away. There's a lot of serum here. Rub it on your neck. You know, I'm just gonna do that. Might as well, cause talk is cheap. Might as well just rub it. Make your neck look young, you know. But anyways, this is it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it off. It feels so good, y'all. But you can leave this on. But look how nice my skin look. Look. Show you guys on this view. Look at that. Wow. Okay, very nice and moisturization. I love it. Very refreshing. Just love the way it feels. Whew. So to answer your question, what product I released for the last 1 year, heading into 2 years now. These are the products that I have released from Beyond the Cream, and that is how you start your own product line and your own brand. So let me sum it up for you, because I know some of you guys probably skipping on these information when I'm throwing golden nuggets at you. So first, get a social media going. If you already have one, great. Go to the show, pick out a product that is a need, not a want. You can have a want later, get with the need, and reach out to a factory, ask them how much the minimum quantity you gotta have. After you got your product down, go to the bank, open a business account, get a business credit card, and use it. Collect the points, and then after that, connect with a front store like Shopify, Amazon, TikTok Shop, Facebook front marketplace, YouTube marketplace. You can sell it multiple platform wherever you want. Have a shipping carrier ready like UPS, FedEx, USPS, whatever your needs are. And after that, market, 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 market. You gotta market. That's a lifetime thing. You don't market, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. So what you do? You gotta market. Sing it. You gotta market. What you do when you have your brand, you gotta market. What you do when you have your product, you gotta market. What you do when you selling yourself, you gotta market. Everything is marketing, y'all. That is all I gotta say, and that's how you build your brand from scratch. And I hope you guys enjoy this live streaming. I gotta get the kids ready for their after school activities. I gotta get dinner ready because I am that kind of content creator and that kind of dad, y'all. So thank you very much for joining. If you guys have any questions regarding this subject, you guys have any questions regarding how to build your content, your brand, whatever subject you want to talk about on this next podcast, we can talk about it, y'all. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everything you guys do. Appreciate you.